Music has always been a huge part of my life. Some of my fondest memories as a kid came from listening to my father playing pieces from Rachmaninoff, Chopin, and Beethoven on the piano as it lulled me to sleep in the other room. I'd then wake up every Sunday to my mother's delicately curated collection of records that replaced the feeling of Sunday blues with the gratitude of how I was surrounded by so many loving people all at once. But have you ever been listening to a song that's playing in a game or a movie that really made you stop and say to yourself,
"This sounds like fucking dog water"? Fast forward a couple of years and I find myself in a little villa in Wellington, New Zealand, the film capital of my country, taking a class on, well, film. This is the same school that Taika Waititi attended, who directed, produced, and starred in some of these gems, and then whatever the fuck this was. But I remember at the time the lecturer gave us some advice. You can easily watch a movie in 720 or 480 or whatever quality you like, as long as the audio is intact and crisp. However, if we reverse the roles and you're watching a movie in crystal clear 4K, but the audio is low quality with pops, scratches, or what have you going on, it makes it unwatchable. Now, I'm most definitely a victim to some of these things in most of my videos, but it's the same excuse I still proudly use when I say I'm still using a $50 Logitech webcam. But when I heard that advice, I remember thinking, fuck that. This wasn't a fuck that at the lesson that they were trying to teach, mind you. I agreed 100%. It was more of a fuck that in the sense of how it's so easy to change the quality of the video, but for the audio, there's nothing more we can do past the playback speed, and there's even less we can do in our games. So why can't we personalize it to the same extent as our graphics? And that got me thinking, what if we could take that personalization to another level? What if we could not only choose our own music in the game, but how it interacts with it? In a rhythm game, every beat of music syncs with the actions on screen. Your ability to time your moves, attacks, or decisions perfectly to the rhythm determines your success. And when you pull it off perfectly, it makes you feel like you've just snorted a truck full of crack cocaine while your dad high-fives you and says he's proud of you all in midair. So I wanted to create a rhythm game, except it's not just a thing you use by itself, you use it on top of any other game that you're currently playing, where your taste in music changes the rhythm of the gameplay. Imagine battling a formidable boss where every strike you land needs to coincide with the Habanera from Carmen. Or where your getaway from a horde of flesh-eating zombies is orchestrated to the Wallace and Gromit theme song. So I wrote some code one night that made this little game in Python. But when you plug in a song of your choice, it translates it into a series of beats that you have to hit the spacebar on when this big red dot reaches the middle of the green line. These beats are based on the logic I built that takes in the song's tempo, its time signature, along with its own pattern creation to make it more predictable and rhythm game-like. And whilst this technically is what we asked for, it's got none of the cocaine overdose feelings I wanted to bring to the table. Plus, it just feels like Dad ran out to buy scratchies 12 years ago. So after trying out some different ways to display the rhythm, I borrowed the 8-bit heart monitor aesthetic from Rhythm Doctor and turned my houseborn Japanese flag into this. And then a hop, skip, and a jump over a few more days and turned it into this. However, it felt like I hadn't stolen enough creative assets from other games, so I implemented this text message pop-up to cover your screen, telling you to turn the oven off, whilst also have the entire rhythm game itself literally moving all the fucking time. Now, this can work with either your controller or mouse and keyboard, so once the waves reach the perfect spot on the red line, any input other than the WAS keys and the analog sticks will count as your attempt to match the rhythm. But any missed wave or input at the wrong time will cause something I didn't even intend to code into this. What I wanted was to create a static TV kind of look, and I got that. But I accidentally made it so that it lags up your whole computer, sends your CPU into maximum overdrive, and causes literal audio and video distortion. But if a potential blue screen is not an incentive to play to the rhythm, I don't know what is. This means that if you wanted to jump, you'd have to time when you need it and press it just on the right beat. And if you're thinking it looks easy to play, it is. But this wasn't intended to be played by itself. You will need to simultaneously play 2 games at once. And I haven't at all tested what it's like when playing another game over it yet. So I wanted to try it out on something that we're all pretty familiar with. And more specifically, BioShock. Which, if you haven't played it, it's basically about a juiced up super Chad who solves everything with an 18-inch steel pipe wrench, the right hand of God, brother, and is very easily persuaded by good manners.
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly
put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass?
Now, the City of Rapture tries so hard to give you a drill-induced tummy ache, so I thought I'd lighten up the process of putting down the meanest kid on the street by playing the song Friday Night from Yakuza 0 to it. Alright, there she is. Wait for it. Switch, fire. Switch, fire. Jump. Heal, fire. Switch. Fucking hell. Count. Jump. We can just keep jumping. And the oven's calling. Ah, God. Switch. Switch again. Oh my. This is. Oh my. Jesus. Fire. Switch. Switch. Fire. Fire. Switch. Fire. Oh, she's dead. No, stop. God, stop it. There's another one. Let's go. Oh, shit, the oven. Yep. There's fire. 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 Oh my God. And fire. Oh, she's dead. I killed 2. How did I kill 2? Oh, fuck. That's the worst thing I've ever done. Nope. I think this was. All right. It should be the same song. Oh my God, they're off beat. Obviously I got my inspiration from Rhythm Doctor. Oh, that's fucking horrible. I'm still doing it though. Oh fuck, maybe not. And there's the text. With this technology, you can make any game into a rhythm game. Even a rhythm game. It's so dumb.